Welcome to Wilmington, North Carolina, where this thing is docked. It looks like a jack-up vessel. Looks like those legs go down into the bed to stabilize it. But that's not what I'm here to see. I'm here to see this. This is the USS North Carolina. This must be one of the propellers from the ship. This thing is huge. I mean, that is a railroad tie right there. And that's the propeller. Now I'm literally standing inside the propeller. Look how tall this thing is. And you know how tall I am. If you know me, at least. If you don't know me, I'm 6'3", or more like 6'3" and I don't know, I'm really, really tall. Just to give you an idea of the scale of this is my backpack, and I put it on one of the blades. Look how freaking huge that is. I just noticed this screw here too, okay? It's as wide across as my thumb is long, and I've got really big hands. There's a ding on it right there. Wow, what do you have to hit this thing with to put a ding like that in there and a crack there? Tell you one thing, I would not want to be between these blades with this thing actually working. Here's a bowl and a beer bottle from a ship, the North Carolina, I think. Here's an actual model of the ship. And there she is herself. It's crazy to have that, I think it's a kingfisher pointed straight at me. Wow. I can just barely touch my thumb to my middle finger. And I got really big hands. So yeah, this is a kingfisher, and they had two of these on board on the decks. They would launch them out to do reconnaissance, kind of be the eyes in the skies, do stuff like that. And they had basically just a really big catapult that would shoot it out over the water like a great big paper airplane. And be lifted up by this crane, and it looks like the catapults themselves would have been perched on these. But look at these guns. These are the anti-aircraft guns. God, those... I would not want to be on the receiving end of these. Here's some comparison. There's my hand. That's the cannon. Check out this 16-inch armor-piercing projectile. Let's see, it weighed 2,700 pounds. That's my hand, just for scale. This must be what they shot out of those. Here's some scale for you. Okay, those are commercial trash cans, and you still couldn't fit one of these in there. I mean, you might, if you stood it next to it, it'd probably come up to right there. That could really do some damage, which was the idea. Another one of the anti-aircraft guns. Can't imagine sitting in this seat and having the roar of the aircraft engines above, knowing that they were trying to kill you. It really, I just can't even wrap my head around it. There's a gearbox here connected to a crank, so I just turn that. Wow. That's amazing. The bearings on this thing must be absolutely perfect and of the highest quality, because I can literally use one hand to move the entire thing side to side. That's insane. Look at the metal here. It's literally the thickness of my finger. Here's a good demonstration of scale. Vending machines compared to the turret for the cannons. And it's gotta be at least 10 feet high. And that must be where you sighted it. Let's got a little windshield wiper in it. Man. Just double climb in here. Check out this anchor. That is, I wear a size 13. Wow. These links are literally the size of like a kid's torso. Here's the other end of the anchor, and you can see where the shaft meets the flutes, and the pin that hinges it is, that pin alone must weigh at least 100 pounds. Imagine what the whole thing weighs. And we'll see what it looks like up here. Look at the size of this turret. I love this. That looks like it's going into like a spaceship or something. Oh my God. Wow, you can actually go in it? Oh, I'm so going to. Overload. I'm not exactly sure what is overloaded when that alarm thing goes off, but sounds pretty bad. Wow. You know you've got a big gun when you have to use steps to get around it. Oh, is that a periscope? I don't know, looks like it. Wow. So that controlled like all the power. Battery switchboard. I guess this is what they would use to, I don't know, aim it and set the parameters. $440 volts. Whoa! So that's where they would have loaded the cannons. Look how freaking huge that is. I love the cone thing that you yell into or whatever. Wonder where it went. Wow. Coffee machine. Yeah, I don't think that's original to the ship. Wow, it just keeps going up and up. Wow. Whoa, what is that? I don't know what that thing there is, but it looks like some kind of Martian trash can. Must have been important as high up and central as it is. U.S. Navy Bureau of Navigation. Oh, there's the port side light. God, it is hot back here. I mean, I feel really spoiled for saying that because, I mean, you know, imagine what it was like for the people doing this in the war, and on top of that, they had people shooting at them. But, man, wow, look at that. control radar. It's not the easiest thing to get in and out of when you're wearing a backpack. Westinghouse Mazda lamps. Wow. That's cool. Flag plot. So this was basically like the nerve center for an admiral, so he would be literally commanding other ships and aircraft. I guess this is part of the system they use for communicating. Yeah, we're definitely spoiled with text messages, that's for sure. Whoa. Oh, I'm so getting in here.
Very carefully. You want to sit in there, Joe? Right in here? Somebody used to sit there and operate that. Could you imagine? That's where your 8-hour workday was spent?
Yeah, at least you'll get to look at the wall. Not like a window.
Yeah, no.
He's not a lazy boy, that's for sure.
Heck no.
This is nuts.
This is my job. I'd much rather jump off the water.
There was probably like 5 or 6 guys in here working.
Oh my. How would you do this?
You know you got a big gun when you've got separate levels for it. Holy crap.
I did that. The only job on this boat I would do is controlling the speed. The only job. And maybe shooting that gun I did earlier for the seat I saw. I do that.
Graham, look, there's another sheet.
Yeah. Be careful coming out of here, honey.
Oh, jeez, it's
But where's the other seat
it's
at?
like a hobbit hole.
Oh, that's a light. Wow. Lifeboats. So they would use it for transporting like supplies and mail and stuff. Does it still work? I guess I'm not supposed to be operating that anyway. Stuff they would have had to carry. And gas masks. Is that an aircraft? Yeah, it's an aircraft engine. So this is the kind of ones, or this is the kind of engine they use to power the reconnaissance aircraft, the Kingfishers. Handling room. Oh, it stinks in here. Man. So this is basically where the ammunition and the powder were sent up to where they needed to be using those hand-operated hoists. Basically ammunition elevators. So these were the people who actually died in service on this ship. Yeah. Quarters. Man. Talk about basic. I spend much of my free time studying World War II, but there is something uniquely sobering about having my hands and feet on the very surfaces walked and touched by the people I have read and heard about. This video is in their honor, and I would like to give special recognition to those lost while deployed on this specific vessel. Albert Geary, Oscar Stone, Ingwald Nelson, William Skelton, Leonard Pone, Eldon Means, Edward Bren, John Watson, Carl Karam Jr., Robert Nelson, Thurman Thompson, Millard Neiman, Frank Merck, Henry Kobierski, Norman Gilliam, and Earl Winthrop. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the nation you sacrificed yourselves to defend, thank you.